So on my GPO live streams, I get a lot of questions surrounding Grand Peace Online. One of the main questions I get though is if GPO is worth the Robux. So in this video, I'm going to explain the pros and cons of GPO, and if it's worth the 300 Robux price tag. Let's go. I just want to say before I really get into this video, Grand Peace Online is a game that you have to put a lot of time in. It's not a game that you can just head straight in and you'll be one of the best. You got to put hours and hours to get like max level, get good fruits. So there is a grind to the game. I just wanted to say that before getting into the video. Okay, so one of the major pros to this game is that Grand Peace Online is very fun. The animations are really good. Probably one of the best animations and graphics sort of in the anime fighting style games. Other than like YBA maybe or ABD, but it is really good. I also just want to add to that, the actual AI and the NPCs, they're actually pretty smart, especially for a Roblox game. Like, they work well. I've rarely encountered bugs with it. I've never experienced anything that's like groundbreaking that, other than maybe the marine ships. Those are kind of janky sometimes, but the basic AI like on land and even marine ships, I guess, is pretty good. So also like just the overall graphics complement the sort of, I guess, the quest in GPO, and just the game overall. Like, when I'm grinding on GPO, I find it a lot funner, and it feels a lot better than if I was to grind on Bloxfruits for a while. Especially the bosses. I mean, other than the bosses looking like really cool, people like Gorilla King and Logan, the bosses actually are fun to fight, and they have some like special moves that look pretty cool. People like the Lightning Man, I forgot his name. And also just the overall PvE style of fighting these bosses is really fun, and especially the reward. Like, the rewards for these bosses are really fun and really cool to just try and go for, and you don't get it every time, so you have to sometimes try again for the boss. And it doesn't feel like a grind. It doesn't feel like I'm having a struggle and a bad time. It's fun sometimes, except for people like Buggy, who you can't fight with swords. But again, this is just me personally. You can ask someone else and they can say everything about GPO is terrible, but me personally, and I know a lot of other people, we really like the game GPO for this reason, and many others that I haven't covered. But anyway, those are just a few topics. I obviously didn't cover them all, so let's just get straight into the cons. So first up, I'm gonna address this. Of course, GPO being an anime game, it obviously has some grind to it. I personally think the grind is sometimes fun, very fun, but other times I guess it can be annoying. For example, if you were trying to get a devil fruit, it takes either trying to fight marine ships trying to get it, which in itself is like very, very difficult and sometimes frustrating. And then there's also the devil fruit notifier. If you don't know what that is, it's basically a notifier that you get for however many hours you've paid for. Every hour a devil fruit will spawn, and it'll tell you where it is. But if you're on a public server, you are doomed, because everyone will be rushing to this island if they have a notifier, and it's honestly just mayhem if you're in public. If you're on a private, devil fruit notifier is perfect. Also, another major con of GPO is when you're starting out, it's pretty hard to level up. Unless you have a mate that's already high level, or you have a lot of time on your hands to level up, it's going to be very difficult because of this grinding aspect of the game. But if you do have a lot of time on your hands, or you do have a friend that can help you grind, then GPO is very fun and very much worth it, and this con is not for you. But if you're starting and you don't have a lot of time that you want to waste on a Roblox game, or you don't have anyone to help you, then you're kind of stuck, and I don't think GPO is worth the money. That's not for everyone, but the majority of people in that situation, you should not spend your money on GPO. The final con is going to be definitely the players. The people who play GPO are either one of two categories. The first category is really nice, helpful people who are either starting out or really high level, and they're just kind and will give you Peli to start off with and just sort of help you out. And then the other category is the toxic players who will scam or grip you, grip being killing you, and it's one of two categories, there's no in between. So if you have a problem with toxic people, then I'm sorry to say, but GPO has a small portion of people who are toxic, who will kill you and steal your bounty, and bounty is like your baby in this game. So if you do have a problem with spending a lot of time and then people taking it from you because of the toxicity, or scammers, because there are people who will scam for your level 3, definitely, then I am sorry, but this isn't the game and you can't avoid that. Now in saying this, there is only a small amount of people who do this. Isn't everyone in the game is a scammer or people will grip you. Only a tiny minuscule amount of people who have nothing better to do but ruin your time. And again, that doesn't apply to everyone, but yeah, just watch out for them if you do buy it. Thank you to everyone who made it this far in the video. Again, I didn't cover all the topics, mainly because this video would be super long if I covered every single thing, but also I was helped a ton. I was helped with Peli, with my devil fruits. So if you did want a part 2 or just more info about whether you should get this or not, then like and subscribe. Also head on to my streams because I help a ton of people out with devil fruits and just GPO in general. So yeah, head on to my streams, like and subscribe, do whatever you want. Anyway, see you all, goodbye.